How's it going, everyone? It's Milwaukee coming back at you once again, and today we're going to be discussing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection, Black and White, Volume 2, by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Let's get into it. Michelangelo decides to go Christmas shopping, and he stumbles upon a robbery at a toy store. He decides to step in and save the toys that are meant for orphans that are being stolen. A woman named Renee, or Renette, gets the turtles caught up in her time hopping as she flees from Lord Simultaneous. The turtles must team up with a character named Cerberus if they ever want to have any hope of getting back to New York. Donatello and a character named Kirby head to a magical land where they have to fight off Kirby's artistic creations that he drew with a pencil that had a magical crystal attached to it. Splinter helps a young man face his destiny in a pre-Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story. Leonardo battles the Foot Clan and makes a shocking discovery, while April, Splinter, and the rest of the Turtles prepare a Christmas dinner. The Turtles, April O'Neil, Casey Jones, and Splinter fight for their lives as an old enemy strikes back. April journals over the next coming months as she and the Turtles deal with their new situation after having fled New York. This volume here, a little bit more simpler than the first one. You had a lot of those micro series. The first volume only had the Raphael one. This one had Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo, which were also like one-shot stories. Even though Leonardo's did lead into like a two-parter, they were still mostly self-contained. And they were quick reads. Then you had like a lot of like one-shot issues, like the one guest starring Cerberus, or the one where Splinter helps the young man, face his destiny. Not bad issues, but they were just kind of there. And that's kind of how I explained this volume. It was just kind of there, The story continues. Seems more random. Like I said, like a lot of one-shots here. We got the return of a major villain. You probably figure out who it is. I won't say it in the video because it's really the only thing that there is to spoil about this volume. But other than that, it leaves the Turtles in a new situation. They have left New York for how long? I don't know. I know there's a upcoming story arc in one of the upcoming volumes called Return to New York, so I guess they're gone until they return. However many issues that takes, I don't know at this point. But we'll see what happens. But I definitely think this volume is a drop in quality compared to the previous one. Like, if you're like me, you don't know who Cerberus is, and that whole issue you probably didn't care for. Was it a bad issue? No. But it's like, what is this? Is this what I read Ninja Turtles for? But I guess, Eastman and Laird, they were fans of the creator of that, so for them, it was a big deal to get to collaborate with him. They talk about it in the annotations of the book. So it's like, whatever, but the issue did nothing for me. And the art, for the most part, was pretty good. This is the first volume where they start bringing on other artists. So you go from highly detailed Eastman and Laird art to, like, kind of simple art by the other guys. Doesn't overall hurt the book. You got to be the judge on that one. But again, Eastman and Laird in the annotations at the end of the book said that for them, this felt like the end of the golden era of their creative for, like, the Ninja Turtles. And from here on out, I guess there's like guest writers and guest artists and stuff. That's why a lot of the upcoming issues aren't collected in the ultimate, black and white collections that I'm reading here. It's, whatever. I don't even know if all the Mirage issues are available to read, because there's multiple ways to read it. You can read it like the way I am, or through the compendiums. And everything I looked into, there's always missing issues. So I guess here they just focused on the quality, like the major storylines. So, whatever. Yeah, but with this being the end of a golden era of creativity for Eastman and Laird, I'm a little hesitant to see what comes next. They even make a point when they say when they get back together for like the finale, City at War arc or whatever, which ends the series, that it wasn't the same as it was in these early days. So I'm hoping the best of the Turtles is not behind us, because I still got the way that I'm reading it with the Ultimate Black and White collections, it's 6 volumes, but only 5 volumes have like story, and the 6th volume is like short stories I don't care about. So I'm only going to cover the first 5 volumes. Uh, but hopefully they're pretty decent. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, the stories on this volume, they were enjoyable. They just kind of pale in comparison to the previous volume, as random as that volume was, right? So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give this one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Black and White Collection Volume 2 a 4 out of 5. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad from here, but we'll see what happens. Until next time, I'll see you there.